broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta AfterBuzz TV After Show. I'm joined in studio by Miss Courtney Stewart.
What's up, y'all?
Swing that hair, girl. You got them 14 inches in.
This ain't a lot. So
that's
we don't
18.
Swing just a little bit. Cause swing it too much, you ain't got too much.
All right, we're gonna do that. But we got Miss Shar Jossell in the building.
Hey, everybody.
Miss Pink English with that.
With her lips popping, y'all.
Pink. Y'all want to know why we call Pink got the nickname?
Pink.
That's how.
Hello.
Put that bass in your walk. All right, y'all. Beauties in the beat. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Hey.
I was into the episode. It was all right.
It was all right.
I liked it.
It was good. Yeah, how about it?
I like the concept.
All right.
Yes.
Let's talk about Kandi. Let's just jump in. Kandi and Todd. End of the pregnancy. Yes to Kandi and that dark lip and that
I loved
beat
it.
she had
Looking
sitting
so
on.
Good.
Pregnancy glow was everything.
It
was everything.
I lived for it. So there was this conversation. So basically, she wants Todd to kind of get ready for this baby because he didn't really get a chance to raise his little girl.
Yes, from a baby.
From a baby. What's you guys' takes on Manny's? We heard. I thought of Pink instantly because when
I thought about Pink
Todd
the whole
said,
time I watched this portion of the episode because I
"No,
cannot
Manny,"
wait for Todd.
because Todd said so.
Can't
Todd
wait.
say nothing. Todd, you have no grounds to stand on anything. He's like you could do without him. To me, you could do without
You
him.
didn't
He's
get
a
any
great
appreciation for him in this episode. It was so cute. He was like, I Googled it. I know how to swaddle the baby.
But he kept saying, that's player. That's player.
Yeah.
Like, it's corny. It's stupid. Bye, Todd.
Dorky.
I gotta say, this episode though, out of every episode I've ever seen of Todd,
Shar, you're so pretty. Like,
You
that's
are
like, you
beautiful.
see why Shar just
Shar's
starts
so
laughing?
quiet.
She just got
Because
happy.
she's reading the comments and people are
Hey,
like,
Charlie
Shar
Rose.
is so pretty. Shar, hey girl. And she's like,
No, I really had to laugh. You all know.
Cute. She need.
Thank you all for the
Beautiful.
compliments because I wasn't feeling that great, but this is
You
it's making me
uplifting
feel
a
better.
sister.
Thank you.
Uplifting a
They
sister.
really are
Uplift a sister.
uplifting a
We love it.
sister.
and Shar even
like
brought
it.
her beatless look today.
Oh yes, this is how I would have showed up to Kim's brunch. No, I'm joking. Totally.
So are you guys for Manny or no Manny?
I'm for Manny.
I don't see
Yes.
an
Little
issue.
Katie and Potomac.
I don't see an issue with. First of all, no. Cal and Potomac would not be watching my kids, but
No, ma'am.
when I think Manny's, I actually think of what's the show Modern Family when Gloria and Jay Pritchard got the Manny. I don't see if you're qualified, if you
Yes.
screen people well enough, men can take care of children as well. You know, I think what makes people on edge about it is the gender roles that have kind of been beat into our heads. Like,
Yeah, of course.
you know, because I find it problematic when fathers say that they're babysitting, because you're not babysitting,
your
you're
child.
watching your child.
That's
You're
your
doing
child.
what
Child's
the hell
care.
you're supposed to be doing.
Amen.
So, yeah.
We saw that Todd feels he doesn't need classes because he's been Googling, and then we got the baby expert who just was hilarious to me the whole time.
What was her name? Margaret McIntyre?
She looked like that was her
First
name.
of all, Margaret McIntyre needs to take her freaking baby off of her titty. That
Just
is
aside, just looking at her, she looked
and
like
my
she...
titty and my ass. Tyler, come on.
I will not
She's
judge a
enjoying
woman.
it. That's the issue.
I will not judge that
She's
lady.
enjoying
If
it
she wants to
because-
continue to breastfeed her child, they did it back in the day till you was like 4 or 5.
I always try to differentiate the sensation feel of when.
Can you?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Can you?
at first, I think you can, because when at first it's not easy and it's uncomfortable and it hurts and like I don't think it's sexual. Like,
but when a kid is,
but as you get older, I would imagine.
And your man sucking on, and that means your man can't suck on your boobs because your baby's sucking on your boobs.
Well, they also say that like you lose a lot. Some women lose a lot of their sensations, so she might have just lost her sensation sexually.
Yes, they do say that.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I know a lot of sensations. I know a few women who have completely lost sensation in their nipples from breastfeeding.
Or like piercing them and stuff like that. Yeah.
First of all, who cares about the sensations of a nipple? What it comes down to is the fact that you have a grown-ass man sucking on one titty and you got a little baby sucking on another.
No, a grown-ass man can't even suck on it because milk is going to get in his mouth.
There's somewhere though. There's a category on Pornhub for that.
Oh, absolutely. Some men like.
I mean,
she looked like the nanny looks like. This is so off topic, but she looks like she makes a good soup to me. Like I feel like
ratatouille,
like something thick, like
clam
a potato,
clam chowder in a nice bread
and
bowl.
she's gonna use her baby's breast milk for it to make it thicker.
Breast milk is supposed to be like rich and delightful.
No, thank you. But she just looks like she makes a good soup.
I just loved at the end when Todd swaddled the baby. She said,
I'm feeling good about it.
I'm feeling good about it.
They need to find someone else.
They need something because that storyline was a stretch and a half.
Hey, they're trying. They got a restaurant and they got to learn how to swaddle a baby.
Boom.
And Todd is so player.
Aiden is the cutest kid. I'm gonna say every single time he's on my television. I cannot. Wish I could bake him in a cupcake.
I'm ready for his spinoff.
Yeah,
I'd watch a day in the life in kindergarten at your private school.
And I would like for mom to never be seen like on the on the Peanuts or something, like how the voice like we don't need to actually hear Phaedra at all. Just like see Aiden run around.
And we'll never see Apollo. So
because Aiden was at school waiting to get picked up, saw a Toys R Us flyer, grabbed it, probably wasn't supposed to,
or got it from another kid.
Yes.
Put it in his bag, really thinking that he can mail that to Santa.
Like, I'm gonna make this happen. Cute. I want the whole catalog. I love it.
And then he writes a birthday card for Dad, which was cute. And then we see Phaedra going to follow through with the divorce.
But hold up, before you go to that, didn't she whip out pictures with her and her mom and the boys to send to Apollo?
Yeah, that was weird. Well, that was the Christmas card, this past most recent Christmas.
But every time you do like family portraits, you usually take like some with the kids by themselves.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like Apollo would be like, I don't.
He does not want to see his mama-in-law.
Yeah.
It was silly, but
it seemed shady that she was sending that to me. But go
on. She still doesn't want to take the kids to jail. Now, you know what? After binge watching the past couple episodes of Mob Wives, and hearing how some of the girls, the younger girls on there, they really did come out to say, like, I really did not appreciate that being my like young childhood memory of my dad. Like, I would have rather have spoken to him versus like going there and having to go through the experience. So. Because I was a little bit against Phaedra in doing that. And then for her to say if it was a more family-friendly place, she'd be interested in taking. What did you guys think?
I think that I totally agree. I don't think that it's appropriate for kids to go to jail. There's a lot of questions.
Jail.
To visit jail.
Go to jail.
That's a Law and Order episode from last week.
Remember that book that I sent you guys a picture of? Daddy Goes to Jail. That was so horrible. But
actually, give a cookie a month.
The president just passed a law, I want to say, or proposed a law that, speaking of kids in jail really quickly, that you can't have people who are in juvenile detention in solitary confinement.
That is
it's against the law now.
It needs to be because your brain can explore. Like you just that's probably why a lot of people commit suicide in jail. Imagine being in a dark room for 72 hours.
Piper Chapman, Litchfield Women's Prison,
and listening to your own brain. And you know the devil, he comes in the darkness.
Honey, sure does.
And like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of a thief in the night, I gotta say, Miss Cynthia coming through strong with her H&M $39.95 shades of blue. Miss Jennifer Lopez. If you watch that show, J-Lo wore the same exact outfit with the trench coat, the white shirt, and the jean. Yeah.
Oh, does she?
And I only know that it's the H&M $39.95 because my roommate works at H&M and was like, "All right, J-Lo with $39.95." And then Miss Cynthia came through, busting through. But I actually think Cynthia's was real, not H&M. Not that H&M isn't real because
it might have been H&M. I mean, I see she would do high low.
It actually flowed prettier.
Yeah. It flowed prettier.
And then the J-Lo one.
Oh, okay.
But so shout out because Cynthia looked great at that eyeglass meeting, even though I really didn't understand what the meeting was for, because basically they just decided that they're going to do the eyeglass commercial in Jamaica.
Someone said prison rooms are not for 3 and 4-year-olds.
They're not.
It's
I mean,
not.
I do think they're too young, but I do think she's going to have to do that.
It's a lot
at
of
some
questions
point.
that you can't even ask.
Yeah.
You know,
75.
answer. I mean, you know, like I can't give a child an answer about why and this and that, and they are sitting in rooms with different like people that have
Murderers and
Murderers
rapists.
Yeah.
all of that.
Ugh.
We saw Portia with Dish Nation, which
And she couldn't find where her iCloud was. She don't know how to back
You
it
don't know
up.
what the cloud is.
She don't know how to
Can
back
somebody
it
reach in the
up.
cloud and get my stuff? I love
I feel
Portia.
no, but I feel
I
like
do
that
too.
sometimes too. Like if I send this photo to my boyfriend,
Yes, everybody gonna get it, girl.
it's true, right?
There
and
is
you don't
no
know where that.
privacy on the internet at all.
not.
And
Like,
here's my thing about
don't-
y'all sending things out on Snapchat. Those go somewhere, even though
Yeah.
it gets deleted
Yeah.
from your phone.
They even got
somewhere,
sued.
those pictures are sitting
They
somewhere.
are there.
They are
Do
there.
not get it twisted.
So,
Oh no,
to
cloud.
all y'all sending
Don't
crazy
raise your
things.
your
cloud.
face at least.
Yeah.
like me.
Gosh. You do
You be
that?
sending them?
No, I don't send nudes anymore, but you know,
Anymore.
that once upon a time, listen, I'll stand in my truth.
Once upon a time, not
Once
long ago,
upon a
I was a hoe.
No, that was undergrad, but no, I mean, I would do them tastefully because I knew even when I was doing it, in the event that this leaks, at least it'll be tasteful.
No,
Well,
exactly.
I have
That's what
to.
you gotta
I mean,
make.
I have to admit,
mean-
I'm in a long distance relationship.
So you're
So we
sending a
know
lot
you
of
sending
nudes.
all
that
kinds
cloud,
of stuff.
that cloud,
I
is
thought
great,
it's
isn't
full.
it?
I get scared when my mom's like,
full.
"Can I take a picture of you for what? Don't scroll to the left. Don't scroll to the left, girl. You may see something you don't
Bitch, your
want
mom,
to see."
you
No,
mom
but
doing the
there's-
cha-cha slide on your
They're
phone.
tasteful. You know, like think back to when Amber Rose's nudes leaked, and she had her fingers all in her stuff and was
remember
spreading
that.
stuff. I remember them.
Looking like a Playboy.
Mine,
I
I mean, you know, I don't think if it leaked.
Someone says, "Stand your truth, Shar."
And I am Charlie Rose
Okay.
214.
All right.
But I'm saying, you know, if it leaked, there would be no shame in my game. It's
That's
tasteful.
'Cause it looked good
I was
and you proud
A1
of it.
body.
I just don't want my cloud to rain because it's.
but
about
it
to
can be easily
But
hacked.
in,
Don't become too
in
big.
2015,
It's
16, like you
all
just have to
available.
like whatever you put out there, you have to own up to it. That's why
Yeah.
you don't have no
Yeah.
Benzino pictures running around. You make sure
Plus,
if you're
I
gonna
think
take a picture, that shit
nudes
is.
aren't
So
really
if you-
sensationalized anymore. It's just
So
like
do you think if you delete them from your phone, they still have
they
them?
Yes.
yes,
honey.
yes,
What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
nothing.
I
There's
need an
nothing you can
intervention.
Why do you think
do.
they was all upset that the government got access to our phones?
And it's so true. It's
It's all-
horrible.
Look at English gonna go home.
She's like, my titties is everywhere.
She gonna be buying anti-thefts.
Nudes don't
Right.
even have an effect on people
No,
anymore. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're
so
right.
and so's
You're
nudes
right.
leaked. Okay,
I
let
know.
me.
You
look,
see my
let me
dick?
click.
And-
I
but
would've
you
been
know
told.
Everyone wants
embarrassing,
to
like,
see
let it
Pink
go.
English's news.
Yes, honey. Yes,
You know what I
girl.
mean?
Don't do me, Shar.
I didn't say anything.
Honey, but let's just say, you know what I mean? Maybe you scared to take some news because, you know what I mean, your body ain't where it needs to be. And maybe you need some help getting your body where it needs
working
to
on
be.
it.
Well, that's fine because that's what I'm doing. Have y'all ever heard of Blue Apron?
Yes.
Boom.
I love
Let's
it.
talk
I gave
about
out
it.
my code so many times last week.
Really?
Along with a picture.
Well, that's
Okay,
fine
you
because
get the
we have
New
a
with the pink
code
lip.
for you. Not only do you feel like you know your way around a kitchen, but cooking at home means eating healthier and saving
That's
money.
true, that's true.
Instead of ordering expensive takeout. But where do you start? For less than $10 a meal, Blue Apron delivers all the fresh ingredients you need to create home-cooked meals. Just follow easy step-by-step instruction. Each meal can be made in 40 minutes or less, like chicken and sage biscuit pot pie.
You better
deep.
shut your mouth.
That sounds
I sure will as I'm
delightful.
eating that. Or lemon butter shrimp and tomato
All about
rice.
that.
Okay, now that's more up my
All
alley.
about that. You're not a Popeye
The first
girl.
one, well, no,
Hearty.
you know, I don't mind a pot pie, but that one sounded really New England to me. Really Cabot
Sage.
Cove, Maine,
did it
J.B.
sound like-
Fletcher.
Cape
Is it the
Cod.
same?
Did it sound like the nanny nurse?
It sounded
cooked
very. You all know that I make it no secret. I've been binge watching Murder She Wrote on Netflix. It sounded very Cabot Cove, Jessica Fletcher,
Okay.
Cabot Cove, Maine in particular.
Well, what about this one? A warm kale salad with delicate squash, pearled farro, pomegranate seeds, ricotta ensalada.
That's
a vegetarian meal.
It sounds like a dance on your tongue.
Boom.
That's a lot of flavors.
Well, you can dance in your tongue or maybe in the kitchen. Cook with the ingredients that you've never used before, like watermelon radishes, farro, purple tomatoes, and receive recipes between over 500 and 700 calories per portion. Delicious and good for you. And right now, you can get your first 2 meals for free at blueapron.com/podcast. That's blueapron.com/podcast.
Are they going to send us any samples to try?
Girl, I'm trying to get that lemon butter shrimp and chicken pot pie.
I want to try the kale one.
I would try the Cabot Cove
pomegranate.
Well, what I really want is the fried catfish or the fried chicken one that they had last week.
Y'all making me hungry. What did y'all think of Kenya and Matt?
They're still together.
Who's Matt?
She was just seen leaving Lenox Square Mall in Atlanta, Georgia with him. You know, her birthday was, I want to say yesterday.
Which Nene was at her birthday.
Yes.
Which was very
The
strange.
originals and the unforgettables. That's what they hashtagged it. It was Sheree, Nene, Kenya, and Cynthia.
Did Bravo sponsor it for a special
The
episode?
originals and the unforgettables.
Sure. Yeah, because I can't imagine Nene going to Kenya's birthday party.
Yeah, like without cameras
like
being
in regular life.
Yeah,
and people acknowledging that.
She's too rich for that.
That's a special.
Everyone's saying we should have a gumbo battle. She don't want none, y'all.
I just want to be a judge. Please, Lord, I will judge.
Me.
No,
I promise.
Let's do it.
Please.
The
Honey.
last episode, me and Courtney will be the judge, like how in The View they be making their things.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Do you keep your kitchen clean?
Ooh.
Of course. Are you kidding me?
Now you know that's the hard
kidding
score.
me?
That's the
Girl,
Jesse, you better let her know.
Do you have
My kitchen is in
Do you
pristine.
have
Her-
cats?
No,
No.
she doesn't.
You know, people
Don't
with
bring up
cats let their
pets.
cats get on
Don't bring
the
up pets
counters.
right now.
All right, let's bring the tone and let's get over
right.
to Kim and her stylist, Victoria, who damn looked like her stylist. Victoria.
Right.
Victoria looked very eclectic.
She did.
Hey,
It was the
That's
end.
what I liked
They
about
do.
her.
But she
was the
seemed like
end.
she knew what she was talking
doing.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl. So
Shar's over here FaceTiming. Okay, let's
I
just put
answered
that
a call.
out there.
On
Okay.
purpose.
All right. So the end of Living Single, she said that at the end of every season she would cook breakfast for everybody. And she wants to
very
host a beatless brunch. We get the voicemail to the beatless
Oh,
brunch.
God.
And let's just say some of the girls took it a little.
Kenya's
loved
reaction
it.
was
Well,
funny.
I will say though that even though she thought she communicated I don't think she communicated what she thought she was communicating. When I
She
listened
did.
to it the
She
second,
did.
I don't think her intention was to be like harsh or unkind or whatever. But what she actually said didn't really communicate like, hey, I just want to celebrate our beauty. It was kind of like, y'all wear too much makeup.
Yep.
Let's
No,
not
I
do
didn't
it.
perceive it out that way.
Are
The
you kidding me?
second time I listened to it, it didn't round out.
She was like, "You all are mad." She said, "Makeup is to enhance, not to cover." Like
cover
I would
up.
have
It was
taken
a
it that way
dig.
too.
But she put herself in it too. She's like, I completely
She
understand.
has
doesn't make
to
it less
because
of a
that makes it
dig.
less of a dig to the girls. She even said to the caterers, which side note to Miss Potomac over there, bitch. You see how even Kim Fields got a caterer for just a tiny little brunch. Anyways, but even
Kim
how she
Fields
said
got more money.
Ooh,
Then Potomac, because they don't act like it.
Then Sharice
Sharice.
on Potomac Housewives. Hell yeah, Kim Fields got residuals coming. Are you kidding me?
More than that.
Tootie and
But her
Reggie.
husband
of,
is a coach, and he's been a coach of pro basketball for a long time, and now he's coaching for
That's
Rutgers.
coin.
He's got
College,
some coins.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Well,
not gonna
maybe
say more,
maybe
but-
Sharice down at Potomac
And
isn't
Sharice-
privy to that bank account.
Sharice ain't.
Ooh.
She probably ain't
Right,
because we
because
know
the
she ain't
other
actually
girl-
married.
I'm just saying.
Hello, somebody.
I'm just
Sip that
saying.
tea.
We ain't seen her husband.
I'm
Ooh,
just
this tea is
saying.
hot.
piping hot.
Really,
Okay,
because
but
mine
that's
is
another
warm
show.
like Aunt Dot.
That's another show. That's another
All
show.
right. Yeah. So within this, I agree with you guys. I think it was a little bit, even though I know she didn't mean it that way. Even though she kind of did really mean it that way.
It sounded pretentious, just like her son Sebastian.
Shut up.
He's on. Wait, why did you think he was? I thought he got. I watched the after show. I just felt like he was just acting like a little kid.
Yeah.
No, he seems pretentious to me. Like I can see past that.
He seems like a very smart, intellectual kid, and so he doesn't know how to turn that off, and you can't just say what you want in front of anybody.
So basically, he's like Asperger's board, but so you can't really call him pretentious if he's a little Asperger.
I think the kid is pretentious. I see the little kid aspect because I would have been bored too, but it's just I don't know. It's the way I didn't like really how he was kind of talking to her or any. I don't know. He just got on my nerves. I'll put it like that.
So we see that you know, obviously everyone can take it however they want to take it, I guess, at the end of the day. We see at the party, Phaedra comes in with a natural beat with some lashes. Portia came up
Nothing was natural about Phaedra's beat. Just because you don't wear eyeshadow one day, she still had on foundation, concealer, her brows filled in,
and
lashes.
I think she had on a little shadow because it was a little dark in the crease, so don't play. You
she
gave
put a little pink on there.
Probably a little chocolate, coffee bean
in there, and
Shut up, cappuccino.
Right, in the crease, just a little, you know.
Don't play, girl.
Portia came out full face.
Full beat.
Full beat.
She just came
She
from
came
work.
from work. She had an excuse.
I gotta say though, Sheree, you came through.
Yes, she looks great.
fantastic.
Sheree looks
She
better
looks
without makeup. She
agreed.
looks great.
But she did not have on makeup.
She said that she...
You don't think so?
She definitely had on
Kandi,
a smoothing
the
cream.
liquid.
Maybe a
And she
BB
was
Like
cream.
BB cream?
And she looked like she had a little highlight on her cheekbone.
only because
Which is
fine.
delicate. I'm not saying
Kandi
bad. She's
said
beautiful.
that it was very, very intense. Like, Kandi posted a selfie yesterday and she wrote that it can be intense because they're so used to getting picked apart from the public.
Yeah.
Like, I would never do an AfterBuzz show with no makeup on. That's my choice. That's
God,
me.
you're coming in
So
here
don't
looking
invite me
rough.
to the AfterBuzz.
I came with no makeup on before.
You can go back and
that's
see
fine.
So you're going to see some old episodes.
That's fine, but what I'm
I came in
saying
here
is,
sick.
what Kandi is saying is people pick, them apart. So, that's what
I
you sign up for,
understand.
that's what you get. So it's kind of hard. She said it would have been different maybe if cameras weren't, if Kim just
Right.
invited them. But, because it's cameras, you're on television, whatever. But Sheree did credit La Mer eye cream. She said she's been wearing it since her 20s. And she drinks a lot of
say
water.
no to that.
And we
like
do
La Mer?
know...
I don't like La Mer eye cream.
I've never tried it.
specifically.
But
I thought it was going to be amazing, and it just wasn't that amazing.
But
Their
eye
products
creams
are
are a gift from God. But we have receipts of Sheree. She takes impeccable care of herself with her working
she's
out
obviously healthy,
and her
yeah.
water. Right. So that didn't surprise
changes
me.
things.
That's
changes
you know,
things.
we got some quick DC talk, and just in the news, I know that Sheree has been going around saying that she just thought it was really improper of Kim's actions were really improper last week. I just think she's a mom and she has 2 kids, and I would think,
more
why
improper
isn't
for
your
this-
son not at that event?
Wasn't he at that event?
No, not at the sit-down lunch.
Oh, because he couldn't come until the next day, right?
Right, yeah.
He flew in the next day. But I don't understand why everybody was tripping about her leaving. I would rather her take her loud, restless children out of the room
Yep.
instead of disturbing what's going on in the room. I think it would have been more improper for her to sit there and be like, quiet, it's okay, quiet. Like, disturbing
Like
what's
how
going
people
on.
do in church or the movies
I can't stand,
sometimes.
like, take your baby out.
Yeah, excuse yourself,
Excuse
sis.
yourself,
God
please.
knows your heart.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right. God knows your heart.
Girl, get that ass on up
Like,
and out.
We trying to listen to the message.
Total production note. I didn't know Kandi and Kenya were cool enough to be carpooling.
Carpooling to the party.
Right.
She did give her a very nice birthday shout out yesterday. Kandi did.
Really?
It seems
they're
like
getting
Kandi
closer.
has gotten really close this season to Kenya, because before she's kind of been like, Kenya stirs up mess, I stay out of it. Now she's been defending Kenya. She's always in Kenya's corner. But she likes Kenya more than she likes Nene. So
I wonder if that's a Phaedra.
Well, they're different types of mess. That's why. Kenya isn't as overbearing as Nene.
Yeah. True.
Nene is very overbearing, extremely.
And I don't think Kenya's dumb enough to include Kandi in her mess.
Okay. I'll buy that.
I'd buy
Candy's
that
not
too.
gonna.
Whereas
yeah.
Nene's gonna drag Kandi, whoever the hell's around,
And
into the
Kandi,
situation.
like, yeah.
She'll call Kandi every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Who
at
else showed up
first,
beat? Oh, we were saying, Courtney and I were saying that we were actually surprised that Cynthia showed up with so much makeup on.
Yeah.
I was
But-
expecting her to be a little bit more
But she
natural.
I
came
say
with
that,
the
but at the
natural
same
look.
time, she's one of those people. She's modeled her whole adult life. So like, always having your face on been her business her whole
That
life.
is
So I
true.
guess I'm not that surprised after I think about it again.
so at first I was a little irritated by this, but then it actually kind of made me look at Kenya differently. So Kenya, she's giving a step-by-step rundown of what happened with her mother, and I'm just like, you talk about these women, how fake they are, how shady they are, and how she can't open up to them. So my only thing is say, it was cool, a general statement. But as she's telling the exact step by step, it starts to make me look, she really wants to be accepted by these women. She really,
Oh, hell yeah.
she really has these internal issues, and she wants these people to really see why she is the way she is. And I took that as almost an olive branch to the girls, her
Then
telling
you
that
stop
story.
being an ass, and doing dumb stuff.
Well, yeah,
like,
but
don't
that's
tell
what-
me
that's
your
the second
sob
hand.
story again, because we already knew her sob story.
Yeah,
Everybody knew she was rejected by her mom.
Yeah.
It's that she's a jerk to them or does stupid stuff, and people get irritated.
Cynthia
so you don't get a pass, King.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it
food
just doesn't
looked delicious.
The food and that salmon, they kept like smacking it in their mouth, and I was so starving watching the episode. I was just like, can I?
Phaedra said it was really good.
Yeah, I
Blue
for
Apron.
Phaedra
Really
to say
good.
that.
They ordered Blue Apron, guys. Cynthia brings up the co-directing commercial, and Kim is not into it. Kenya says Kim is pompous for saying that there are no co-directors.
No,
for film, yes.
Commercial.
For commercial.
Look, I said the same thing about Love and Hip Hop when the gay rappers went on there, and then they started saying, "Oh, people don't want to do songs with us." It gets to the same thing. No offense, but like Kim Fields has been in this industry for how long now? Let's not say Kenya has been, but also credit-wise, you know what I mean? Is Steven Spielberg coming down to work with? Who's
It just seemed really forced.
I can't even think of a
dumb
coming up director.
Let's put them together. You guys can co-direct and work. If they were a team to start with, then that would make sense. But now it just sounds like producers was like, "Hey, we want to make them work together because we know they don't like each other."
Yeah,
so
totally.
Force this
And the thing is, they have two different styles.
Yeah.
So why do they need
totally different
Why
styles.
do they need to mesh their styles? Kim needs to come up with her concept. Kenya needs to come up with her concept. Whichever one you like, then pick that one. Why do they have to work together?
It makes
Right,
sense.
and I thought, but it's almost it kind of does get to a certain point of
Insulting
because it's like this is
level.
work. This isn't the TV show. This
Yes.
isn't that. This is work. Now you're saying I have to do this with Kenya Moore. That's going to go on my resume.
Right.
And maybe that ain't the style that I want.
Yeah,
and Cynthia's special, but she worked in this business long enough doing commercials and modeling to know that this that's why it seems like it's nonsense from producers, because there's no way she'd be like, yeah, definitely, y'all have to work together.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
It seemed like a forced storyline, because it's like, oh, Peter has business in Jamaica. He's invited me, so now I'm inviting you guys, and we can shoot my commercial there.
They need an
and you guys have to
convenient.
work together while shooting it on the beach.
And let's have everybody come.
And everyone and their spouses. And Kandi, you and Todd have to stay at home. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get eyewear.
It's dumb. Why don't they just say, let's go on a couple's trip to Jamaica and be done with it?
Literally.
Because Peter nor Cynthia has the money to afford to pay for all of them to go on this trip.
Boop. Kim closes the door and ends the episode with, "When you direct 200 to 300 hours of television, then we can talk."
Yeah.
Life twirls on.
Hey.
And in that order, let's head in.
But I like how Kim kept her composure with
When they were at the table?
Yeah, I like how she does, and that's why
Kim is very good at that.
That's why I didn't think that Kim was throwing shade, because she really doesn't know shade. So when she was saying, the
she
girls
knows shade.
come without any makeup, I genuinely took it as her trying to say.
She did say that the idea stemmed from at the end of Living Single, at the end of each season, but Khadijah, Sinclair, and Max didn't have cameras on. Like, I'd come. My thing is, I have no issue. Courtney, if you invite me to a beatless brunch, I will come beatless. Okay, well, maybe some
What
BB
if I
cream.
take pictures? Because I want to keep pictures.
Why don't we
Why don't
we come next week on AfterBuzz and shoot our next
I've
episode
already
with
said,
no
now listen,
makeup
I
on?
said
do
what I
it.
said. And what I said is, I'm not doing an AfterBuzz show without makeup.
But see, I think that's part of
No.
what Kim was trying to do, because
Yeah.
there's power in doing it
Yes,
for camera.
there
Of course,
is.
we go home
That's
and
the
we're in our
whole
bed. That's like the
idea.
whole point.
Yes.
Is that we don't have to look like anything other than ourselves to still be ourselves and be important and be special and be beautiful. And I think that's what she was trying to communicate, but I don't think she communicated that in that message.
And like Portia said, not everybody feels comfortable with that. Or like
Exactly.
Kandi said, maybe some give and take. If I don't wear makeup, you take off your wig.
Yeah.
Like, makeup is not, in this conversation I've seen come up on XO Nicole, formerly Nicole Bitchy, and For Harry, a few blogs about, because, social media, there's been a lot of makeup shaming lately. And it's just like, some women really depend on makeup for confidence.
Like
and
Kenya,
some don't.
she has a lot of
And I don't think
haters.
that women who do should be shamed for that. I personally don't.
No, I think if you want
It's
to,
a choice. If you want to experiment with different looks, or whether you are, like I said, whether you're depending on it.
But don't forget who you are. That's my thing. Don't let this person that has to wear makeup be who you are. Don't forget how you're beautiful just the way you are.
I look
But
at
not
Kim
everybody
to-
feels that. That's what Portia was trying to
but
say.
I think that's what she was trying to
But
encourage.
she's trying to encourage them.
Because we
Look
should
at, she
feel
gave
that
them
way.
the
Yes,
You
you
should
should.
feel
yourself
like
in the
you
mirror.
are enough without
You
a full
should.
And we live in a
But there's
time
so many
when
people who
with
don't.
Kardashians Kardashians and all this damn contour, and you look like something one day. You look like a
I
Muppet
saw
one day, and the next day you look like a model.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, so like it's a whole. We live
Makeup
in a
is fun.
very.
I like
it's
playing
fun.
with it.
You
But
should
it's
have
not
fun with
fun
it,
when
but-
you are. That is your existence, and
Yeah.
you cannot be yourself
No, that
and be
is
comfortable
true.
in your own skin
Exactly.
without it. And
I
Look
just
at
feel like
yourself
Kim
in the
has
mirror.
seen these girls off camera, and she probably thinks these girls are actually really fun and nice. And then when we get on camera, it's like, who are you?
Yeah.
And so maybe that's the element that she was trying to show on the show.
Yeah,
she
because
wanted to show little girls we
maybe
can
they
be
would
beautiful
actually be
too.
nicer without this
Well,
makeup
that
on
was
because
not the
they
case,
would.
girl.
They might.
She was like, "Oh, so you're what did she say? You're doing your ignoring thing now?"
Well,
or
Kenya
doing
had on
your-
makeup, so she doesn't count. She needs to take it off
Of
and
course
make
she
They
could
all
come
had
out
on
nice
makeup.
swinging.
Even Kim had on makeup.
She did?
I don't
I
think
felt
she
like
did.
she had a little
no,
bit.
I don't think Kim
I
did.
think the only one that didn't have on any makeup
Yeah.
was
Was Kim.
Kim.
Or
The
a
way
wig.
because
She
you
had
could
her
sell her
natural hair
hair.
and
Wedding
her
bags was
natural.
set up. Kim
The
was
dark
wearing no
circles,
makeup.
like she
still
definitely
looked
didn't-
great though.
She
Yeah.
looked great.
She still looked great.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think that the commercial sounds a hot mess. Like, really, the idea is you're going to be on a beach, then when you put the
I feel like
sunglasses
I've
on.
seen it before with
Yeah,
the Captain
like-
Morgan or something.
That's what
Where
it's-
you take a
It did
sip of
sound
your
a
wine
lot, but
cooler and you get a
yeah.
tropical escape. When you put it
Yeah.
down, it's screaming kids everywhere. Like
It
I
was
feel
a cheat.
like
But that's why I felt like it wasn't real. Like they just like made something up so they have a story to get everybody to Jamaica. Like,
And
it
I
didn't
also
seem
just
real.
feel Kenya not showing up kind of goes to show, well, maybe she shouldn't be involved in the project.
Wait. Oh yeah.
'Cause she
I
didn't show
thought
up
you were
to the
saying she didn't show up
meeting.
to
Yeah.
Jamaica. I'm like, wait, hold on. Dad.
Because you know she was just spending the day with Matt on a date.
And her excuse was so like it was like
She had house stuff to do.
no
emergency,
yeah,
like
can't.
and,
But I can
Dick.
meet you
The
later.
emergency was
and
dick.
nothing annoys me more than when you're supposed to be meeting somebody and if something came up, they didn't call you. You had to call
Exactly.
them.
Oh my
So
god!
At the
Or you
time
didn't
that
tell
they're
me ahead of
supposed to be
time.
there, I'm like, really? So you didn't know like an hour ago that you weren't going to make it or 20 minutes ago? Like I had to come find you? No, I would have fired
That
her.
is
But you know
very
what?
irritating.
Kim looked fly in all of
She
her
did her
Chanel.
thing.
She looked great.
She looked great.
Yeah, she's each week she's stepping it up a little bit.
She does. She has
But
some
she
faults.
does not co-direct. And on that note, let's head into predictions.
already.
Predictions. Why you have more to talk about?
No, it just
It was
flew
a
by
quick
so
episode.
fast.
But really, when you think about it, there wasn't. It was like the editing has been really different. I've noticed with all the Housewives stuff.
they didn't have that
It's like
going
they're
on.
chopping up. Like they'll give you like in the middle of an argument,
Yeah.
they'll show you like Portia at home doing her hair, and it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, wow.
Portia rehearsing for Dish Nation and then
Yeah.
jump to some.
Yeah, and I've
Something
noticed
else.
Potomac does it heavily. They won't even go back to those storylines, like Robin with her kids. They randomly would like shoot to
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if this is something new. And then I'm also wondering because I feel like we got a whole different mid-season trailer than any of the footage we saw at the beginning
Oh, you mean for the next episode?
for the next couple
Yeah.
episodes. But let's talk about predictions. We get Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
And they go in a little bit.
They went in.
Jamaica.
Wait, is that whole clip or that whole?
They say
is that
next
gonna be the
week.
whole next
know
week's
it's not.
episode?
It's No,
I
it's
know
not.
it's
It
not.
It'll be
needs
the
to
trip.
I hope it's not.
It'll be like three
It'll be-
episodes of the trip.
Only because I won't.
Two
watch it.
episodes of the trip. I feel like next
Look at
week it'll
Courtney,
be
hey.
the first 10 minutes
Save
will be
the
them
goodies for the
prepping.
next week. 'cause
They'll
I'll
show
be back.
5 minutes of them playing, and then a good 30,
They gotta
25
show them
minutes
getting to the beach and
Yeah.
then like having
Peter
another
and
meeting.
what's his name getting an
They have to
argument.
give them a spa day, and it's gonna like all the fun stuff, and then someone's
Build
gonna
the
come at the
tension,
end.
and then randomly
Nene will
Kenya
show
or
up.
whoever will say like, "I thought your husband was gay," and then fight will ensue, and it'll go to the next episode.
And we'll have Phaedra, Apollo, and Kenya. All where was that again? Anguilla. all
Anguilla,
in
yeah.
Anguilla.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Hopefully, Kenya's boo.
2-hour season finale of what?
Next week, I wish. Not really.
They're
Yeah,
lying.
I want it in 2
Right.
weeks. but-
So next week we see that
Kim's
they're gonna question Kim's husband's sexuality because he was twerking.
yeah.
What was that? He was doing too much.
He had his hands on his knees and he was breaking that back.
But then what happened when he was trying to play golf? He tooted his booty up a little bit.
I don't know.
Oh no,
What?
girl.
He just,
Oh, no.
I mean, he just get
He's
me as
just
one
happy.
of those nerdy little, you know what I
No,
mean?
he thought he was doing. He's
Husband.
wasn't he in the business doing something with her? Isn't that how
No.
they met? I thought he was like a dancer or something from Broadway, and then he like
Oh,
did something
really?
else.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm not
Maybe I
stereotyping,
made that
but-
up, but I thought I heard that.
Dancer at
That-
Broadway.
Oh, that's not stereo. Oh,
my little antenna just went off.
I might have made that up.
Shar.
I might have made that up. Whatever.
And the way
I
Sheree said it,
Or
there
maybe-
has been speculation that your husband is
fruity, or no, she said fruity or something,
yeah.
and I was
like, oh my God, I
Maybe
haven't heard
he's
the
just
word
really
fruity
excited
in
to be on
years.
I gotta tell you
television.
that. Yeah.
Maybe he's just really excited to be on TV.
I haven't heard fruity since middle school.
I would like to know why Bob Whitfield is on this trip.
Me
We're
too.
gonna find out.
Like, I need a for real
And then
explanation.
Lanithia and Greg pumped through.
They pumped through.
Beep the horn on them, Greg.
Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys let us know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to us on iTunes.
That's how English thinks.
Yeah. Subscribe to us on iTunes and also here on YouTube. Just hit that subscribe button down below. Also, make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And you guys can hit me up everywhere on social media at DJ Jesse J.
I'm everywhere at Stuart Starlet.
I'm everywhere at Shar Jossell.
And I'm everywhere, not everywhere, but I'm on Twitter at English Speaks, and then on Instagram, Pink English.
Boom. Till next week. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.